Hi there, today's joke. Before daily prayers and before declaring a fatwa, Osama bin Laden would go into a great cave in the Hindu Kush mountains of Afghanistan. In that cave was the largest mirror in the world. He would ask it, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the baddest, most feared man on this great earth?" The mirror would respond, "Oh you, Usama. Oh you, Usama bin Laden." He would then go out, smiling, to greet the thousands of his followers. One day he came out of the cave and dropped to the ground sobbing. His tribal leaders rushed to his side and begged him to tell them what was wrong. Through his sobs, he looked up and asked them, "Who the hell is Donald Trump?"
A burglar broke into a house one night. He shined his flashlight around, looking for valuables, and when he picked up a CD player to place in his sack, a strange, disembodied voice echoed from the dark, saying, "Jesus is watching you." He nearly jumped out of his skin, clicked his flashlight out, and froze. When he heard nothing more after a bit, he shook his head, promised himself a vacation after the next big score, then clicked the light on and began searching for more valuables. Just as he pulled the stereo out so he could disconnect the wires, clear as a bell he heard, "Jesus is watching you." Freaked out, he shone his light around frantically, looking for the source of the voice. Finally, in the corner of the room, his flashlight beam came to rest on a parrot. "Did you say that?" he hissed at the parrot. "Yep," the parrot confessed, then squawked, "I'm just trying to warn you." The burglar relaxed. "Warn me, huh? Who in the world are you?" "Moses," replied the bird. "Moses?" The burglar laughed. "What kind of people would name a bird Moses? The kind of people that would name a Rottweiler Jesus."
Three buddies talking about if they are dead and in a casket and friends and family are mourning over them, what they would like to hear them say about them. The first fella said, "I would like to hear them say that I was a great doctor and a great family man." The second fella said, "I would like to hear that I was a wonderful husband and school teacher who make a huge difference in the children of tomorrow." The third fella said, "I would like to hear them say, 'Look, y'all, he's moving.'"
A guy sticks his head into a barber shop and asks, "How long before I can get a haircut?" The barber looks around the shop and says, "About 2 hours." The guy leaves. A few days later, the same guy sticks his head in the door and asks, "How long before I can get a haircut?" The barber looks around at the shop full of customers and says, "About 3 hours." The guy leaves. A week later, the same guy sticks his head in the shop and asks, "How long before I can get a haircut?" The barber looks around the shop and says, "About an hour and a half." The guy leaves. The barber looks over at a friend in the shop and says, "Hey, Bill, follow that guy and see where he goes." He keeps asking how long he has to wait for a haircut, but then doesn't come back. A little while later, Bill comes back into the shop, laughing hysterically. The barber asks, "Bill, where did he go when he left here?" Bill looks up, tears in his eyes, and says, "Your house."
This is Trinidad for you. A man walked into a KFC restaurant in Trinidad and passed out on the floor. People gathered around to help him by fanning and doing everything they could to help him regain consciousness. Someone peeled an orange and started squeezing the juice into his mouth, whereupon the man suddenly came back to life, pushed the person away, and yelled, "If I wanted orange, I would have fall down in the market."
An angry Indian husband, not satisfied with his wife, sends an SMS to his mother-in-law. "Your product not matching my requirements." Smart mother-in-law responds, "Warranty expired. Manufacturer not responsible after seal is broken."
What I hear versus what my neighbor hears.
Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall and turn around.
This is a early song, boy. Shut up!